Hi everyone, so welcome back to Power Electronic Control of Drives online series. Yes, now we are in the second unit and theory part already we completed. So now let us we solve one more problem which is continuation to the previous one. Yes, read in the problem. Yeah, the problem is like this. A 220 volts, 960 rpm, a 220 volts, 960 rpm, 12.8 amps, separately excited, separately excited DC motor, DC motor has armature circuit resistance, armature circuit resistance of 2 ohms, armature circuit resistance of 2 ohms, and inductance, inductance 150 millihenries, 150 millihenries, full stop. It is fed from, it is fed from a single phase half control rectifier, half controlled rectifier, a single phase half control rectifier with an AC source voltage, with an AC source voltage of 230 volts, 230 volts, 50 H. Now calculate, yes, calculate first one, motor torque, motor torque motor torque for alpha is equal to 60 degrees and speed is equal to 600 rpm, 600 rpm. And second one, motor speed, motor speed for alpha is equal to 60 degrees and torque is equal to 20 Newton meters. Torque is equal to 20 Newton meters, 20 Newton meters. Assume the current is continuous. Assume the current is continuous. Assume the current is continuous. So here if you inspect this problem, the first one is he has given the rating of the motor, that is 220 volts, 960 rpm, 12.8 amps separately excited DC motor has armature resistance, armature inductance. So this is separately excited DC motor, and it is fed from single phase half control rectifier. That means we can also say single phase semi converter, single phase semi converter, single phase semi converter. Okay, and this single phase semi converter is fed from 230 volts 50 Hz AC. Single phase semi converter is fed from 230 volts single phase AC. Yes, then what is motor torque? For alpha is equal to 60 and speed is equal to 600 rpm. And what is motor speed? For alpha is equal to 60 and torque is equal to 20 Newton meters. Yes, then how we solve this problem? So here, before we going to this problem, so we must remember that, yes, what is this 220 volts and what is this 960 rpm? Yes, tell me, what is this 220 volts and what is this 960 rpm? Yes, this is the ratings of the DC motor. That means at 960 rpm, the DC motor is taking the 220 volts. DC motor is taking the 220 volts when its current is 12.8 amperes. When its current is 12.8 amperes. So that means, so let me assume this is back EMF of the, so this is the terminal voltage of the motor, and hence I can able to find the back EMF. Yes, that is, so first I am going to solve the first one. Yeah, the first one is the terminal voltage is 220 volts and armature current is 12.8 amperes and armature resistance is 2 ohms. Armature resistance is 2. Then back EMF EB at 960 rpm. EB at 960 rpm. Yes, which is given by EB is equal to V minus IA into RA. Yeah, which is given by V is 220 minus 12.8 into 2. Then how much this? Yes, this will be, it is approximately 194.4 volts. 194.4 volts. Then once we know the back EMF at 960, then we can find the back EMF at 600 rpm. That is, we know that EB1 by EB2 is equal to N1 by N2. That is, we know that, yes, here EB1 is 194.4. Okay, EB2 we need to find, and N1 is 960 rpm and N2 is, he has given the question as 600 rpm. Yes, can we find EB2? Yes, very good. EB2 is equal to, yes, EB2 is equal to EB1 into N2 by N1. This implies EB1 is 194.4 and N2 is 600 divided by 960. That's now how much this voltage? Yeah, this will be it is around 121.5 volts. 121.5 volts. Very good. Thank you. And next one is, what is armature current at the speed of 600 rpm? Yes, at 600 rpm, armature current. I am going to find 600 rpm armature current. That is, the equation is VA is equal to EB plus IA RA. VA is equal to EB plus IR. But here I cannot post the value of VA as 220 volts. It is not equal to 220 volts. Then how I can find the VA value? He has given that the alpha is 60 degrees. So therefore, at alpha is equal to 60. What is VA? As it is the single phase semi controlled converter or semi converter, therefore it is Vm by pi into 1 plus cos alpha. Yes, everyone can solve this problem very easily, but the question is how you take the value of Vm. This is also very important. Yes, how you take the value of Vm. So in order to take the value of Vm, he has given the clue, that is input voltage to the converter is 230 volts AC. That 230 volts AC is RMS value, it is not maximum value. That is, he has given Vrms is equal to 230 volts. 230 volts. Then what is V maximum? Vm is equal to, we know that Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2. Okay. Then Vm is equal to Vrms into root 2, that is root 2 into 230. Root 2 into 230. Therefore, what is VA? VA is equal to Vm by pi, that is Vm is root 2 into 230 by pi into 1 plus cos alpha, that is cos 60 degrees. Therefore, how much value it is? 155.3 volts approximately. Yes, you should note that VA is greater than EB. This is the VA value at 600 rpm. Okay. Again, I am going to the previous equation, that is VA is equal to EB plus IARA. From that equation, I can find the value of IA. That is VA is equal to EB plus IARA. Yes, this all values at 600 rpm. This means from this equation, IA is equal to VA minus EB by RA. Yeah, therefore, what is IA? Yes, IA is equal to, the value of VA is 155.3 minus EB at 600 rpm, it is 121.5 divided by armature resistance is constant, that is 2 ohms. Hence, how much armature current? It is approximately 16.9 amperes. Yeah, 16.9 amperes. Okay. Now the torque equation is, he asked to find the torque. Torque tau is equal to Ka pi into Ia. So in this equation we know Ia value, but we don't know Ka into pi. Then how we find the Ka into pi? It is very simple. The back EMF equation is EB is equal to Ka pi into omega. You can take Ka pi Eb value at any value of speed, at any speed. That means we calculated the back EMF for the two speeds, that is, one is for rated speed and another one is for 600 rpm. So here I am taking the back EMF at rated speed, so which is given by Eb is at 960 rpm. This is given by 194.4 volts. This is equal to Ka pi into omega. Yes, therefore 194.4 is equal to Ka pi into omega, in the sense 2 pi n 960, 2 pi n by 60. Therefore Ka pi is equal to 194.4 into 6 divided by 2 pi into 96. How much this value? This is 1.935. Yeah, the units are volts per radians per second. Okay. Now we substitute this Ka pi value in torque equation. Yes, finally we will get the torque. Therefore the torque tau is equal to Ka pi into Ia. Yes, this Ka pi value is constant, which is given by 1.935 into the Ia value at 600 rpm is given by 16.9. So hence how much torque is developed by the motor when it is running at 600 rpm? Alpha is equal to 60 degrees. It is 32.7 Newton meters approximately. This is the first case. First problem is over. Next, second one. What he asked, we need to find out the speed of the motor when alpha is equal to 60 degrees and torque is equal to 20 Newton meters. Then can we find? Yes. Can we find? Yes, we can find. Because Ka pi is constant. Ka pi is constant. If Ka pi is constant, in the sense, easily you can find the value of Ia. The torque is given. Okay. Once you find the value of Ia, then you can find the value of Eb. Because Va he has given. Just to see how it can be. Yeah. So he has given that torque tau is equal to 20 Newton meters, which is equal to Ka pi into Ia. This implies Ia is equal to 20 by Ka pi. Thus, where 20 by Ka pi is 1.935. Yes, 1.935. Yes, 1.935, in the sense, how much this value? It is equal to approximately 10.33 amperes. Okay. So now you need to find out the back EMF. To find the back EMF. Yes, what is back EMF equation? Eb is equal to Va minus Ia into Ra. Yes, you know the value of Ia. You know the value of Ia. You know the value of Ia. You need to find the value of Va. So yes, how you can find? So already we got the value of Va at alpha is equal to 60. for alpha is equal 60 degrees, VA is equal to Vm by pi into 1 plus cos alpha. That's where Vm is root 2 into 230. Already we got this one. $155.3 volts. Okay, so then EB is equal to VA minus IA into RA, where VA is 155.3 minus 10.33 into 2, which is equal to 134.7 volts. Yes, I assume that. So EB is back EMF at unknown speed. Take EB2 at unknown speed. And I know EB1 at 960 RPM. That's 960 RPM. So where EB1 is 194.4 and EB2 is 134.7. Yes, we have the equation. That EB1 by EB2 is equal to N1 by N2. Now can we find the value of N2 here? Yes, I can. That is EB1 by EB2 is equal to N1 by N2. This means N2 is equal to N1 into EB2 by EB1. Yes, where N2 is equal to N1 in the sense 960 RPM and EB2 is 134.7 volts divided by 194.4 volts. Yeah, this is approximately 665 RPM. Yeah, 665 RPM. So this is how we can able to find. Yes, okay. Yes, now let us we go to the one more problem. This is problem number 3. A single phase half control bridge converter drives a 110 volts 3.73 kilowatts 110 volts 3.73 kilowatts 1200 RPM separately excited DC motor. The AC supply is AC supply is 120 volts 50 H. 120 volts 50 H. The thyristors are fired. Thyristors are fired at a delay angle 45 degrees. Delay angle in the sense alpha 45 degrees. The motor current is 15 amps. Motor current is 15 amps and is assumed to be ripple free. Assumed to be ripple free. Armature resistance is negligible. Armature resistance is neglected. Assume the converter is lossless. Assume the converter is lossless. Converter is lossless. Then first one, determine the power drawn by motor. Determine the power drawn by the motor. Determine the power drawn by motor. And second one, determine the supply volt amps and supply power factor. Determine the supply volt amps and supply power factor. Supply power factor. Third one, determine RMS value of thyristor current and diode current. Determine RMS value of thyristor current and diode current. Thyristor current and diode current. Yeah, this is the problem. So first he has given the single phase half control bridge converter drives. That means it is single phase semi controlled converter fed separately excited DC motor drive. Separately excited DC motor drive. And here the supply voltage to the separately for the single phase half control converter is 120 volts 50 Hz AC. The thyristors are fired at alpha is equal to 45 degrees. Armature current he has given, and he said that there is no armature resistance, and the converter also lossless. So therefore we need to find the three cases. That is, the first one is determine the power drawn by the motor, and second one is determine the supply volt amps that means he asked to find apparent power and supply power factor. And third one is determine RMS value of thyristor current and diode current. Yeah, so we'll find all those things. So first, before going to that, so let us we draw the circuit diagram. Yeah, the circuit diagram is like this. For every problem, if they said anything, that is the motor is controlled by full controlled converter or semi controlled converter, which may be single phase or three phase. So first, if you draw the circuit diagram, then it will give the best impression to the examiner. That means you know something like that. T1, T2, D1, D2. This is DF. It is motor. He has given the motor armature current as IA is equal to 15 amps. 15 amps. And the supply voltage is said that this is 120 volts, 50 H. AC supply. Okay. Let me assume this is source current IS. Okay. Yes, this is the circuit diagram. The first one is he asked to find the power drawn by the motor. Power drawn by the motor in the sense the input power to the motor. Input power to the motor is how much input we are giving. The input we are giving to the motor is this voltage across motor and current flowing through the motor, that is VA into IA. So first we can find the value of VA. That is alpha is equal to 45 degrees and source voltage 120. This is armature. This is RMS voltage. Okay. Then what about VA? VA is equal to Vm by pi into 1 plus cos alpha, as it is single phase half controlled converter. If it is full wave in full control converter in the sense, we use 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha. This is Vm root 2 into 120 by pi 1 plus cos 45 degrees. One plus cos 45 degrees. Okay. Therefore, how much this value? Yes, this will be around 92.21 volts. Then how much power drawn by the motor? Power drawn by motor. Power drawn by motor. This is equal to VA into IA. This is 92.21 and IA is 15 amps. It is approximately 1383 watts. Approximate value is 1383 watts or 1.383 kilowatts. Okay. Yes, then second one is, this is first one. What is second one? Determine the supply volt amps and supply power factor. Supply volt amps, in the sense you need to find out what is supply current first. Supply current. So supply current, in the sense, yeah, we know that. Let it be, this is supply current. When load is connected to the source, then only the current flows from source to load. Otherwise, there is no source current. That means when the motor is connected to the converter, then only you have the source current. Otherwise, there is no source current. Okay. So when the motor is connected to the source, whenever the SCRs are triggered, SCR is triggered at alpha. That means it is triggered at alpha. It will be continue up to pi. Okay. Then it is again in the negative half cycle also. This will be 2 pi. Let it be, this is pi plus alpha. Okay. So here we are assuming he has given that there is no lossless. Yes, there is the converter is lossless converter. Armature resistance is negligible. All those things he has given. So therefore, we used to take the source current in the square fashion. Okay, like this. This value is IA. Okay. Now what is IS? How you find IS? IS is equal to 1 by T. Yes, 1 by T integral 0 to T IS into dt. So here time period is 0 to pi alpha, that is pi, 1 by pi, but from 0 to alpha it is 0, hence it is alpha to pi. The value of IS over this duration is IA into dt. So hence you can write this as IA into he asked to find, we need to find RMS value. This is square and half. This is square. Yes, hence IA, if you take common, into square root of this is pi minus alpha by pi. Pi minus alpha by pi. Okay. So we know the value of alpha here, where alpha is equal to 45 degrees, that is pi by 4. Yes, hence IS is equal to IA into pi minus pi by pi. IA also we know what is IA, 15 amps. 15 into pi minus pi by 4 by pi. Numerator and denominator, the pi is cancelled. So hence you have 15 square root of 3 by 4. This is around 12.99 amperes. Yeah, 12.99 99 amperes. Okay, therefore what is supply volt amperes? Yeah, supply volt amps is equal to Vs into Is. This is 120 into 12.99. This will be 1558 VA. 1.1558 1558 volt ampere. But out of this power, how much power is useful, which is called useful power, is called active power. Yes, the useful power, or I can also say active power. This is VAIA, which is equal to Vs Is cos pi. Cos pi is, yes, where cos pi is power factor of the source. Okay, already we calculated VAIA. VAIA is equal to 1383 watts. Therefore 1383 is equal to Vs into Is is 1558 into cos pi s. Yes, hence cos pi s is equal to 1383 by 1558, which is nearly equal to 0.887 lagging. Why it is lagging? Because the load is inductive load, motor. Okay, and similarly, what about the thyristor RMS current? Thyristor RMS current, the third one. Thyristor RMS current. Or diode RMS current, both are same. Diode RMS current, so both are same. So we know that in the circuit, if I want to calculate, if I want to draw the graph for the current flowing through T1, yes, when current flowing through T1, when the current is flowing through T1, whenever T1 is turned on, T1 is turned on from from alpha to pi. So therefore 0 is alpha and it is pi, and this is 2 pi. Again 2 pi plus alpha to 3 pi. Just wait 1 second. Sorry, I will draw again. Yeah, this is the current flowing through T1. IT1 0, this is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, so on like this. The SCR T1 will be turned on at alpha. Therefore, its current flowing from alpha to pi like this. Again, it will be turned off. So when it will be turned on again, at 2 pi plus alpha only. Therefore, what is the time period for the IT1? It is 2 pi. Over the 2 pi, this value is only from alpha to pi. This is also IA. This is also IA. So, hence I can write the equation for IT1 as IT1, that is RMS value, is equal to 1 by T integral 0 to alpha IT square into dt whole power half. Yes, 1 by T in the sense 1 by 2 pi integral alpha to pi IA square dt whole power half. So hence you can write this value as IA into root of pi minus alpha by 2 pi. Yes, you know that alpha is equal to pi by 4. If you substitute that, 15 into square root of pi minus pi by 4 by 2 pi. Yeah, this is approximately 9.186 amperes. 9.186 amperes. So this is the RMS value of the SCR current as well as the RMS value of the diode current, because the same amount of current passing through the diode also. Yes, let me stop here. Thank you for listening the class. I hope all of you are doing good. Stay home, stay safe, and don't go to the outside unnecessarily. Yes, I pray the God to give good strength to you, good health to you and your family members. Yes, thank you for giving this opportunity.